For a second consecutive night, we have what we feel is an outstanding way to kick off the high school basketball season. And for as much as we love talking about high school hoops, this pregame show will be closer to 5 minutes than last night's 50. And that is a win all the way around. Greg Rakestraw, Jan Bozier. It's Avon and Plainfield here in the heart of Hendricks County. Thanks for joining us on ISC and My Indy TV. Tonight's game presented in part by Banks and Brower. For every hour, there's Banks and Brower. By Galitko and Daly, work, injury lawyers. Learn more at IndianaWorkers.com. By Nathan Begley of Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance in Avon. Call Nathan today and let's insurance together. By UIndy Athletics, Greyhound football is on to round 2 of the D2 playoffs, and you can be there. Find out how at UIndyAthletics.com. By Unranked Hoops, Indy's first Euro-style basketball academy. Check out UNRNKD.com. And by Wabash College, schedule your visit today at wabash.edu. Greg Rakestraw, Jan Bozier. Jan, always going to be spending so much time with you during the months of November, December, January, February, March, etc. And again, these are two teams both had really good seasons last year. Avon, there might be a little more question marks about this group. For Plainfield, they know there are 7 seniors here. One of them is going the Division I route, and Noah Smith to DePaul. He's going to be an Indiana All-Star. There's the feeling Andy Weaver might have something special here in Plainfield.
Yeah, and with it, there's high expectations, as there should be for Plainfield. There was high expectations last year. Both these teams, I love this as the first game, Greg. First of all, natural rivalries. They play each other, same sectional. They know everything there is to know about each other, and it just adds that little bit of spice to this game.
Plainfield was 16-8 last year. They were 7-0. They won the Mid-State Conference. But again, geography is not their friend. They're in a very difficult sectional, as it's now Plainfield, Avon, Brownsburg, Ben Davis, and Pike. Again, on the boys' side, Brownsburg was the surprise winner of that group. But again, if you kind of look at maybe expectations for teams this year, we saw Ben Davis last night.
Right.
They're solid. Pike may end up being the best team in the state this year, so Plainfield has their work cut out for him. But Noah Smith, again, going to the Big East. Harper Baker-Lands is a junior, will be a Division I player. They also bring back Landon Gilliott, who last year averaged 6.5 assists a game. There's a potential that they have 3 Division I players on this roster, Jim.
Yeah, and you can't have too much of that really good experience on a ball club. Plus, you got 3 guys in right there that are just shy of double-double type guys, or at least double-digit scorers. So this offense should really click, but I like their defense as well as that. They're good protecting the rim.
On the flip side for the Avon Warriors, they're coming off a 20-win season, but there are some changes. They were slated to bring back their top 2 scorers in Jedediah Manette as well as Carrion Barry. Barry played with the Indiana Junior All-Star team this summer. He elected to go to the prep school route. And then head coach Drew Schaus left for the opening at Kokomo, a guy that we know very well in Corey Taylor, who on a 1-year interim basis took Ben Davis to the state championship game 2 years ago. He's now the man in charge. Again, I think the future's pretty bright for Avon. Manette can really shoot the basketball, but there's a lot of inexperience around Manette coming into this season.
Well, there is. They've got some height on this ball club. We'll see how they all fit in the picture. You know, I thought they got the perfect coach, though, to really come in and be stable at Avon. Avon's had a little bit of characteristic of coaches not staying real long. I think he could be that guy to build this program.
By the way, there's always ties between these two Hendricks County rivals. Maybe the most modern tie these days is that Jason Young, who was on Andy Weaver's staff for a long time at Plainfield, he left to go back to Avon to become the AD. Again, long-term, the Orioles are going to be just fine. All right, Jan, let's quickly get to your keys. What are you focused on for each of these teams tonight?
Well, maybe a little more Avon for this than Plainfield, but regardless, in the opener, don't beat yourself. You know, there's the old saying, more games are lost than won, but you can solidify that with just starting out playing good defense. Shot selection, don't force it, let it come to you, and free throws. Probably a lot of whistles. You and I talked about that. Officials early on have a tendency to call a little closer. That puts you at the free throw line.
From a ranking standpoint, Avon comes in tied for 11th in the USA Today poll. They are 19th in the coaches poll. Plainfield 14th in the coaches poll and 15th in the USA Today poll. We'll take this quick timeout when we come back to Plainfield. Starting lineups, opening tip-off of the season for these two Hendricks County rivals and sectional foes. It's Avon and Plainfield. It's yours next on ISC and My Indy TV.
You know, Wabash is a school for people who are serious about reaching their full potential. If you really want to be challenged, you really want to reach your goals, you really want to take the road less traveled, if you're the kind of person that wouldn't have it any other way, we have a culture here where people outwork and outlove every day. And if that's what you're looking for, then we're your place.
McCulling in time. Oh, no! It's good.
This one is caught.
There you
oh,
go.
Wow, Dawson makes a great catch.
Spin, win, 3, bury it for Leland Walker.
Tie the game they do with the dunk by Malik Edmonds. What a play.
Oh my
I
goodness.
feel a little momentum starting to fall Ellen's way.
That is
Oh!
Wrestler! Wrestler! Whoa!
Hey there, my name is Jake Query,
And I'm Derek Schultz.
and we are part of, actually, the entirety of, at least from an on-air standpoint, Query and Schultz on the ISC Sports Network. It's appropriately named. It's charitably award-winning. And Derek, now we venture into season number 5. Hard to believe.
5 of them. 5 of them. Can you believe it? 2 best buds talking Colts,
Hardly that.
Pacers, Indiana sports every Tuesday night, 7:30, ISC Sports Network, and on socials as well.
It is made possible, of course, by the people who watch and listen every single week. We are most appreciative. We look forward to season number 5.
Starting lineups are being introduced as we speak. First of all, for the visitors from Avon High School. Again, Jedediah Manette, who is on your screen now, 6'2", 14 points, 3.5 rebounds a game, 36% from three-point range. Many of the other players are players that maybe were on the varsity last year, but again, we're just kind of guys that filled in a role. Alonzo Smith, a 6'6 sophomore, William Clore, a 6'4 senior, Isaiah Mayberry, a 6-foot senior, and Tyrone Elmore, a 6'5 senior. Again, you have a player as good as Manette, you're going to figure some things out, but there might be some growing pains as the season goes along for the Orioles.
Yeah, and to your point, Greg, what he'll do is bring a lot of attention to himself, which will perhaps free up the others.
For the Plainfield Quakers, Noah Smith, again bound for DePaul University and going to play for Chris Holtman. 17 points, 8 rebounds a game, 52% from the floor and 84% from the line. Trey Barton getting his name announced now, 5'7 senior, 3 points and 2 rebounds a game. That is Chase Swafford, his dad, a longtime varsity coach of Monrovia, these days an assistant at Plainfield. Landon Gilliott and Harper Baker Lands round out the starting 5. Again, these are all 5 guys that were rotational pieces last year. Really 8 players that saw time on last year's 16-win team are back. Just 2 seniors graduated off that mid-state championship team.
Yeah, and you know, Andy Weaver's always been that coach that tries to get a team aspect. He's had some really good players play here. We talked about a young man that went to Grace, and then you've seen him at Indiana State. And so he's had some really good players, but he really likes to see the ball move around and have 5 people contribute.
Head coach Andy Weaver, 400 wins in 31 seasons as a high school basketball coach, has 6 sectionals and a regional title at Western, and led Plainfield to a 4A regional 4 seasons ago. Gary Hamilton, one of the best in our state, our lead official for tonight's contest. We are underway at Plainfield, and immediately a turnover on a drive by Avon. Avon last year just 10 turnovers a game. Plainfield even better than that, 9 turnovers a contest. Man-to-man here. Smith on the low block. Good look that would not go, but again, that really kind of is his calling card, his ability to elevate and shoot that shot.
He just gets such great elevation. He's a tough matchup inside.
Barton knocked it off the Avon player. Back-to-back turnovers committed by the Orioles.
I don't care how many times you started on this floor, the opener's just a little different.
These two teams could easily see each other 3 times during the course of the season. In the Hendricks County Tournament, as well as in the sectional to take place this year. Baker Land's been a starter since his freshman year, misses that three. And the rebound corralled by Alonzo Smith.
I'll say this early. I liked Avon's attention to detail here on the man-to-man defensive end, Greg.
And you'll see all the defense rotate towards Manette. Good job to try to create for a teammate. Extra pass finds Manette, but unfortunately before the shot, foul is going to be called. Let's see if it's a blocking foul or a foul against Avon for a screen. And I believe it's going to be against Plainfield.
Yeah, it is.
I think there's a question as to what player committed the foul.
I think he gave it to 13.
Yeah, he signaled 3, but then Chris Fuller goes, that's why the question. 13 is the foul. So that foul goes against Landon Gilliott.
Gilliott with the foul, yep.
Catch and shoot 3 for Alonzo Smith that does not go in. Noah Smith does exactly what you need to in his position.
Avon last year did not shoot the 3 incredibly well at 31%. We'll see how this team handles the 3.
Avon has always been kind of a volume shooting team from three-point range, whomever the head coach has been. 3 in the corner for Gilliott does not go, but Smith claims the loose ball. Baker lands a contested 3-0. Plainfield's getting good looks, just can't buy a bucket here in the early going.
Yeah, but they got the court spread really far in that half court, Greg. Really not any second chance opportunities.
Can Avon find offense that's not Manette? That 3 misses everything. It ball finds its way to Noah Smith. Caught up with his dad Angelo before the game. Smith's trailer 3 does not go. Did not shoot a lot of those last year. 52% in total was Smith from the field. Elmore on the pull from 15.
Kind of expected. Game 1, you get a lot of long shots and a lot of shorts.
Swafford 3, that does not go. But the long rebound corral by the Quakers. Smith going to work. Swafford lets a couple of defenders fly by.
There you go.
Chase Swafford, last year 4 points and 2 rebounds a game. Of a chance for the and 1 opportunity.
Well, Noah Smith gets a lot of attention, as he will all year long, and his assist ratio may go up because of it. Great little dish pass for the assist.
So Swafford to the free throw line. Last year, 13 of 20 at the stripe.
I've always thought Smith is a really good passer. Among all the things he does very well, he sees the half court, I think, very well.
Of course, you know his father Angelo well. Angelo played at Lawrence North. Played at then Xavier and IUPUI. Part of a couple of really good teams in his days with the Jaguars. Uncle Wes for Noah. 6th in the all-time leading scoring list at Wabash. And a 5-second violation for Avon. And Jan, that's 3 turnovers in 3 minutes.
Well, Barton is absolutely glued defensively on that, and they just really never got past the three-point line. Really good defense by Plainfield.
Plainfield, 54 points allowed a game a season ago. Avon last year outscored opponents 62-44. Nice basket cut. Up in midair, Gilliott couldn't find a way to finish.
But Gilliott's moving, though. They found him now a couple times.
Steal. Baker lands, and before Baker lands can put it up, and I think he's going to be told, hey, make sure you, when the whistle blows, you can stop your action towards the rim. This will be a pro Plainfield call. Foul on the turnover. Manette picks up the personal foul, his first and team second.
I've had a few of those discussions in my time.
Son, when the whistle blows, you can stop moving.
That's right.
Just 1 field goal here in the early going. Outstanding crowd for this night before Thanksgiving opener. Good inside-out game between Baker, Lands, and Smith. They've been starters for 3 years, and again, the mid-range is not a lost start for that guy. Timeout, Avon. Let's step aside. Midway through the opening quarter. Plainfield 5, Orioles nothing on ISC and MyIndy TV.
This is Molly. She loves road trips, hikes, her dog Max, and cars that fit her lifestyle. Like this cool new ride that she got with help from Indiana Members Credit Union at a great low rate. And for when she's on the go, IMCU makes it easy for her to pay from anywhere thanks to their digital banking. Looks like Molly is really getting the max from her credit union.
Back to live action. Manette brings the ball up in the front court against Barton. Orioles have yet to score. 4 turnovers for Avon. Pull from the free throw line is good. Isaiah Mayberry, a point and a rebound a game for the 6-foot senior last year.
And both teams needed that timeout just to settle down, get your offense moving, get a good shot. Avon connects.
And Plainfield, frankly, should be the more finished product right now. Their pieces are largely what they were a year ago. Smith the miss. Good rebound by Swafford.
Swafford, good offensive board.
Barton fires a 3. That does not go, but again, Smith uses that size to claim the rebound. Baker lands on the bounce. Nice spin move, but took an extra step. Are we going to say a foul? No. They're going to wave off the traveling call. They're going to say the reason he took a step, I think, was because of a tug on the jersey. So, yes, no turnover. Foul called. If that's on Manette, that's his second.
Well, let's see if he's got it. That's close. Back official felt like there was a grab there where the front official was blocked. Nothing wrong with that as long as you converse, and he did.
Good look at Corey Taylor. Very civilly giving Chris Fuller a bit of business. On the drive, Barton missed. So, again, this will be a learning experience for Avon. Manette sits.
There you go.
That'll help you every time. Tyrone Elmore.
And, Greg, I think that's what Avon can do is attack the rim. They've got plenty of height.
Blocking foul going to be called against Avon, their 4th team foul. That is Isaiah Mayberry that picks up the whistle. So Mayberry 2 and Manette 2 here for Avon.
Well, down to 3:26, Greg, and we've got a 5-4 ball game. That's what you get in the opener. Both teams kind of just sorting things out and see if they can get into a flow here.
Defense has been solid in both directions.
I agree with that.
Swafford throws it away.
See, that's a defensive force because you've seen the double team come down low out of Avon and put Plainfield in no man's land. Really good defensive stop by Orioles.
And frankly, of all of Avon's numbers last year, that jumped off the page.
Yeah, I agree.
Opponents scored 44 points a game against a 20-win Orioles team last year.
See, and that's where I think Corey Taylor brings to this ball club. He'll be defensive-minded.
Clore for 3 does not go. Good weak side glass by Alonzo Smith. So both sides have a Smith on the floor. Noah for Plainfield, Alonzo for Avon. And a foul called against the Quakers.
I think they got Baker Lands on that, Greg.
You are correct, sir. His first foul and team foul number 2.
I got to tell you, a lot of unknown, and you talked about this out of Avon, but I like what I see so far. They're playing hard. Defense has been really spot on.
You get the feeling that, again, it's going to take a little time, but they're going to be all right by the end of the year.
Well, that's what we talked about, keys in the game. Defense will keep you hanging around.
But right now, a 5th Avon turnover. Good hustle in both directions. Baker lands some broken field running. He is fouled on the way up. And Harper Baker lands will shoot 2. His dad played at Lawrence North, much as Noah Smith's father did as well. I know the families, we did this game last year when Plainfield and LN played each other at LN. That was a TV game, and there was Jack Kiefer. Was just kind of a family reunion at the end of that game. It's a great picture.
A lot of these games are family reunions.
Baker lands, connects. The University of Indianapolis Greyhounds football team is hosting the second round of the NCAA playoffs for the first time in school history. The action takes place at Key Stadium this Saturday at 2 o'clock as the Greyhounds host Minnesota State. Get your tickets now at UIndyathletics.com and be a part of history on the south side at UIndy.
You know, Greg, a year ago, and I know we'll say that a few times, not the whole game, Quakers 77% from the free throw, and that'll win you a lot of games if they can repeat that this year.
Honestly, that and having less than 9 turnovers a game
was
their most impressive stat.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So 7-4 Quakers. Riley Crane is in for the first time. He is a 6-foot junior. Again, saw limited minutes on the varsity a season ago. Manette sits with 2 fouls currently. Elmore traveled.
Yep, sure did.
Let's hope he's all right.
Yeah, that can stretch a quad or a knee. He gets up okay. But a turnover nevertheless.
Isaac Stead is in there for Plainfield. And saw limited minutes last year on the varsity. He's a senior. Smith gets downhill. Good shot that would not go, but rebound grab. Smith missed. He's getting the looks he wants. He's only made one of them so far. And then Crane lost the handle.
I don't think that Avon's going to dribble around Plainfield a lot. I think they'll probably talk that over a little bit. You got to ball rotate against good defenses. A lot of dribbling will get you in the turnover trouble.
Field goal by Merrifield, field goal by Elmore, but again, not much different from Plainfield. Both teams have 2 buckets so far. Logan Ferris in there for the Quakers as well. And another Avon turnover, their 7th.
And some of the unknowns starting to pick up in turnovers now with Avon.
Yeah, I'm curious as to how long does Manette sit for the entirety of the half with 2 fouls. You try to bring him back into the second quarter.
Well, as long as it's 1 possession game, they're fine. So they'll set him as long as they can keep it close. I think he's going to try to, buy some minutes and also get some experience moving here.
Not a tale of 2 halves, but a tale of 2 ends of the floor for Avon. And that's going to be a screen violation on Noah Smith.
And I'll tell you why. Because he put his arms up like a linebacker trying to block him. And while it doesn't seem to be flagrant, you get see right here, you just get the official's attention. It wasn't anything malicious or hard, but the fact that you almost got the referee's attention by like putting your arms up like a linebacker goes, no, I'm not going to. Early on, they're not going to allow that. They're just not.
Avon hanging around here in the early going. But 8 turnovers continue to pile up.
Yeah.
Preston Miller in there now for Avon.
Avon just dribbling too much. They've got to move and rotate.
Ferris with a bucket. Blocking foul, count it for Logan Ferris.
I've been watching Ferris a little bit. I like the fact, Greg, watch him. He's moving without the ball, and nobody picks him up, so he finds the lane. Nice little floater there, but really like the way he's moving without the ball.
Ferris, obviously the name associated with the school district across the county line with Ben Davis. So many generations of the Ferris family that have gone through there. Logan, a point and a rebound a game last year, missed that free throw. Good solid glass picked up by Preston Miller, 6'4" junior, point and a half a game last year. And so much of where you are in the season is how many guys you bring back.
There you go. It's exactly what I'm talking about. Good spacing, rotate, cut through. That's just basketball 101. They get an easy one.
Great drive by Riley Crane, his first field goal. Lands gets downhill. Baker Lands.
There you go.
Harper Baker Lands gets his first field goal.
Greg, what he does so well right here, he's under control as he goes to the rim. See, very under control, so he's not going to get the charge, goes straight up, goes hard, lays it off the glass. Everything you want in a drive, good elevation, off the glass, does it very well.
Baker Lands 71% from the lot.
He's a solid player.
And he's got offers from Tulane, has some interest from East Carolina, Northwestern, amongst others. Again, simply put, he will be a D1 player 2 years from now. And perhaps an Indiana All-Star after next year.
There you go.
Nice step through by Alonzo Smith.
Isn't it amazing when you get good spacing and cut? What can happen? 2 in a row for Avon.
Both teams warming up. Baker Lands on the drive.
Uh-oh.
At the buzzer, a blocking foul, and Baker Lands will get 2 free throws as time has expired. Preston Miller commits the foul.
That was one of those 50-50 calls, at least first glance. Officials going to talk about it.
So again, think it's a 2-shot foul.
Well, if it's a defensive foul,
And
it should be.
They may put time back on the clock. We'll see. But Baker Lands is heading to the free throw line.
Yeah, we should shoot a dead ball free throw. Nobody at the line, unless they put time back on the clock.
They tend to put time on the clock
Yeah.
more these days in those dead ball free throws.
If they do, then players could come back out on the floor.
Which is why they have put
Yeah.
.3 on it.
A complete dead ball, no time, you cannot have players on the line. However, if there's any time at all, players are allowed to be at the free throw line. I think it's the right call.
And connects.
Well, free throw shooting has been pretty solid for Plainfield early.
Baker Lands making his living at the line so far. Jan touched on it, one of the best in the state last year in terms of free throw shooting at 77%, and that is the end of the quarter. Both offenses got on track late. It is Plainfield 14 and Avon 8 in this Hendricks County and top 20 battle in the state of Indiana. We're back in a minute on ISC by Indy TV.
At the University of Indianapolis, your education is just the beginning. Small class sizes means that everyone gets to know you, your goals, your dreams, and your vision for the future. UIndy empowers you with real-world, hands-on learning projects that transforms your potential into purpose. And it's just minutes from downtown Indianapolis, connecting you to our alumni network, internships, and careers. How's that for opportunity? So, are you in? Your future begins at the University of Indianapolis.
Ball here. Harris scores. With 19 seconds left. Big players, big boy. I'm telling you right now, that goes. Somebody love it. That's the finish. You get a layup, take it. And an and one. Wide ball.
You see Andy Weaver, head coach at Plainfield. Now in his 14th season at Plainfield. The man to his left is a great friend, Chuck Bennett, who for many years was the head coach at Speedway. What an addition for Andy to have on his staff. And Chuck will teach the kids about basketball. Believe me, he'll teach them much more important lessons about life.
And you can't have too much of that. The more you got on your coaching staff, the better.
Gilliatt's three is no good. Manette answers our first question. He's back in now with 2 fouls, Jan.
You know, I think all things considered, especially for the turnover total for Avon, they didn't come out so bad. 2-possession game, they're still right in it.
How can you free up him for shots? 36% three-point shooter. Got to be careful going for that loose ball. Picks up the bucket, but again, he can ill afford to have him get a third foul.
Big bucket, rebounded. The key there, he follows the shot.
Plainfield trying to get Smith on track as well. Just one make so far for Noah Smith. Nice inside-out game by Baker Lands to Barton.
I think all things considered for Plainfield, I think they liked that first quarter pretty well.
Who touched it last? Barton did.
You know, come out and score 14, just get everybody kind of on the same page. Now pick everything up another notch at quarter two.
William Clore will come back in. Tyrone Elmore will have a seat. Full court man pickup here by the Quakers.
Maybe the biggest factor for Plainfield, getting to the free throw line early. That falls right into what they love.
Well, 6 of their 14 points in the stripe. Barton knocks it free. Smith goes right at Manette. If that's on Manette, that's 3.
That's bad.
That's exactly what happened.
Sure is.
So you roll the dice, and now Manette.
Let's see what he's got. Hands straight up. Wow.
So Smith will shoot 2.
Manette not real happy. Didn't look like there was a whole lot there, but enough that the official called it.
And Smith a miss from the line.
That's a tough one.
So Mayberry back in. Manette now done until halftime. And this will be very much a learning experience for Avon.
And they're going to fight this probably the first half of the season until they can get everybody on. So while you certainly hate to see a great player like him sit down, you're getting experience quick here, Greg.
Correct. Avon, this is their only game of the week. They'll face HSE next week to open up league play. They got a double-up weekend with Tech and Warren Central after that. They kind of eased their way into the season, not from caliber of opponent, but simply from a number of game standpoint and a moving screen, a legal screen called against the Orioles. 9th Avon turnover.
That's a bunch.
But yet defensively, they have played hard enough to keep themselves in this game.
2-possession game, you're exactly right. Tons of turnovers. If you can weather this, stay close, you're still okay, and your best player on the bench. So we're going to find out a lot about Avon in this quarter.
Barton gets downhill. Baker Lands lost it. Touch last by the Orioles. Plainfield is in action again on Saturday when they go to Noblesville. Another great test for the Quakers.
Yeah.
With Curry and Walker back for their senior season, the chance to both be Indiana All-Stars.
Yeah, there's a lot of expectation around that Miller Ball Club. You and I were just talking about that. They've been very competitive here in the last 4 or 5 years.
We'll see both these teams a pretty fair amount on the ISC Sports Network this year, which looking forward to. Smith was triple teamed on that pass, which meant somebody was open, and that somebody was Baker Lands, who sticks the triple.
Well, he's that guy. If you can get other players to draw that attention, he can drill it.
Largest lead. Nobody ever stopped the ball.
They sure did not. Mayberry rolls to the rim. I like Mayberry. I think he moves well.
You and Andy Taylor both. 18-12 the score. Swafford thought about it. Good movement. Again, Plainfield, all 5 starters back from last year. Baker Lands back-to-back.
Getting the ball. Getting the ball. He's hot now. He's moving well. Penetrate and find a guy who's hot.
Plainfield was on a great three-point shooting team last year. 32%, a little less than 5 a game.
Bad pass.
10th Avon giveaway. Pull up 3. No. Left a dent in the backboard that time, did Barton. Good job by Mayberry to get ahead.
Oh, that's a tough. Great. He switched hands. He went from right to left to glass to in. Degree of difficulty, 9.
6 points for Isaiah Mayberry.
Don't forget your hot hand.
Plainfield didn't. Baker Lands doesn't get that to go.
A little bit falling back that time, but I like it.
Good contest. Better, but he missed it. Clore couldn't get it to go.
Got to finish that. Finish it.
And then a foul. So he compounds the mistake.
You get the feeling, at least I do, Greg, Avon, when it starts to pick up the pace a little bit, they're not comfortable with that just yet. Very much a little more comfortable in the half court. On the other side, I think Plainfield would like to push it a little bit.
Elmore will come back in. Good basket cut by Baker Lands. Yep. Late Wilson with the right one. He got fouled.
Question. Moving without the ball. He has a high ball screen. Cuts right off of it. Beautiful pass inside. That play's well executed.
And that foul on Clore is his 3rd. So Clore with 3, Manette with 3. And free throws for Baker Lands. Well, tonight's game is sponsored in part by Nathan Begley of Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the dedicated Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance agent like Nathan Begley. To help guide you through the insurance process, you'll never have to go it alone. Talk to Nathan in person, online, or over the phone at 317-507-7871, or stop by his office at 9821 East US Highway 36 in Avon. Nathan Begley and Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Let's insurance together. And an empty trip for Plainfield.
Well, Baker Lands was 71% from the free throw line last year. Missed a couple there.
And he made his first 5 tonight.
Yep.
Into the game for Avon is Elijah Wilson, a 6'3 sophomore. Ferris back in to give Smith a breather for Plainfield. Everybody accounted for.
Right now, Avon's got to be a little careful. They're right in a little bit of a danger zone scorer-wise. You don't want to dig yourself too big of a hole here.
And Manette sits with 3 fouls for Avon. Frankly, given the fact he has not played much tonight, Avon might be giddy about this score right now. Elmore, the take and the make.
Really nice by Elmore, the senior. Good penetration.
Into a 5-point game. Gilliott step back 3. Yes,
oh, my.
Sir. Big bucket for Gilliott, who was a 34% three-point marksman last year. Nice pass. Laid in by Preston Miller.
Plainfield got a little slow getting back, and Avon makes him pay.
sixth different Oriole to connect. And they're learning on the fly, are these Orioles this year. Nice basket cut by Swafford.
Good recognition by Swafford. A double team, somebody's got to be open.
Again, Gilliott last year, Jan, top 10 in the state in assists, 6.5 a game.
Sees the floor. A good assist guy, always has his eyes looking.
Now, IU Indy has had some interest in Landon services for next year. Just into the game. Why not fire a three, right? Elijah Wilson misses that one. Chance to make it a double-digit lead for Plainfield. Gilliott right down the lane, got fouled, and Landon Gilliott will shoot two.
Well, Plainfield's doing exactly what you want to do. When a team's kind of not really in sync, fouling a little more, you take advantage of dribble drive, and that's what Plainfield's doing, is doing a great job of forcing contact inside.
Your point about forcing contact is well made, Chan. You're about to see free throws 12 and 13 of this game for Plainfield, which are 12 and 13 more than Avon has shot so far.
You can help your cause getting to the free throw line. When you play hard, when you see the floor, and if they're not going to stop ball, where do you go? You go to the rim.
Isaac Stead back in the game for Plainfield. Gilliott last year, 76% from the line, and connects on that one.
Yep, now Avon double-digit deficit. They've got to be careful here.
Largest lead of the game in favor.
And this is what I would do, too. This is a good move by Andy Weaver as well. You got a young ball club struggling. Put even more pressure on him.
Avon just trying to get to halftime and get Manette back in the game with those three fouls. Avon has already used one timeout, about to use a second. Let's take it with him. 2:24 to play in half number one. Plainfield's lead is 10. We're back in 60 on ISC and MyIndy TV.
Have you been injured at work? Visit your work injury lawyers at indianaworkers.com. We help injured workers. For a free consultation, go to indianaworkers.com, a division of Galitko and Daly. We go to work when you can't. Have you been injured at work? Visit your work injury lawyers at indianaworkers.com. We help injured workers. For a free consultation, go to indianaworkers.com, a division of Galitko and Daly. We go to work when you can't.
Brewer jams it home. That ball wiggles in and into the back of the net. A little fireworks in the first half.
Throw it up for Tillman.
Whoa, my goodness. 122-6-0 for Penn. What a swim. Six of them.
Want to thank our outstanding ISC Sports Network crew. Thanks to Vince Morales, Kyle Donlin. Thanks to Becca Kelly. Thanks to Jason Porter. A belated happy 40th birthday to Jason Porter, by the way. And
40?
I know.
He doesn't look a day over 30.
Well, working for us ages you.
That's
in
true.
reverse, apparently.
That's true.
And thanks to Carlos Alarcon, who's doing a great job on our floor camera tonight. Thanks for spending there's Carlos's work at hand.
You start using those numbers like 30 and 40, you realize that's what it does to me.
Those are speed bumps for the rest of us, right?
That's right.
10-point lead for the Quakers. Shot, no good. Good weak side glass, though. Again, no Noah Smith to grab those boards currently for Plainfield, and Alonzo Smith cashes in.
Big put back there. Avon, if they're going to get back in here, has got to really hit the boards on both ends, Greg.
Gilliott swings that baseline corner. Good hands by Avon, just the third Plainfield giveaway. Mayberry, tough
there
pass.
You go.
Better finish by Elmore.
I like it. That's as good as 2 possessions as Avon's had in this game.
We're not talking about moral victories here for Avon, but again, given the fact that Manette has played about 3 or 4 minutes this game, the fact this is a 6-point game, that is a W for Avon.
Yeah, and I think what they talked about, guys, we're not hitting from outside. If we're getting back in this, we're going to do it at the rim and maybe free throws on top of that. So I really think the adjustment has worked.
I think Gary Hamilton's having a good-natured chat with our students, and the guy that is talking with the students, you might know him. That would be Michael Menser, formerly of Batesville and Indiana State. Of course, his daughter Hannah going to play at Ball State in 2 years. We just had the Plainfield Quakers on the ladies' side last Tuesday on the ISC Sports Network. Going to catch up with Michael thanks to Tori Rodke, Director of Athletics at Plainfield, is actually on Andy Weaver's staff this year. We make usually once a year out here to Plainfield for television purposes. We'll see the Quakers both in girls and boys basketball on a semi-regular basis. We're happy about that.
Let's see who finishes strong here, Greg. A minute 35, two-possession game could really kind of dictate how this game may go.
I like getting Noah Smith back in the game, and immediately, even though he didn't finish, you find him, he goes to the free throw line and shoots two. So Smith, 1 of 2 from the line. And he's had several good looks, just one made field goal so far. And left that one short. And Noah now at 6'9". Obviously that DePaul staff has a heavy Indiana influence on it. Second free throw good for Smith. Swafford now will check in as Smith will check out.
Yeah, definitely don't want him to get anything of a foul nature with a minute 26. Now, if I'm Avon, that being said, little less rim protector here. And they've been at the rim their last 2 scores. I'd go right at it.
Well, they tried to, but
yeah, just the pass a little hard. Another turnover. Another turnover there.
Plainfield gives it right back. Baker Lands just had a foot on the sideline. Right now there is a 7 turnover differential. 11 committed by Avon, just 4 by Plainfield. We'll next see the Quakers next Saturday as part of the Galitko and Daly Sneakers for Santa event. They'll take on Noah Washington and New Albany. One of the afternoon games. We'll next see Avon on December the 20th. Jan and I will have that game at the Corteva Coliseum.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's part of the Breakaway Classic. Good to see high school hoops back at the Indiana State Fairgrounds.
Love to see a sectional there someday.
Turnover again. Number 12 against the Orioles.
I'm in no hurry if I'm Plainfield. I got a 7-point lead. Make Avon play some defense, get a really solid shot here at the end of the half.
I don't think they're holding for one, but they can be more deliberate.
You're right. No, just get a good shot like that.
Like a layup? Gilly at the bucket.
There you go. If it's there, you take it, but make them play some defense. Great execution by the Quakers.
Lead expands even further for Plainfield. And on the pressure, Plainfield tracks it down again.
And Avon here in a minute 35 is going to let this thing get out of hand if they're not careful.
Barton for 3 in the corner. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Avon's in trouble.
Trey Barton, the triple. Largest Plainfield lead now at 12. And offensive foul.
Wow.
Riley Crane led with the off arm. Jan, that is 14 turnovers in 16 minutes.
Well, the dam broke with a minute 35. They were right in this thing, and they have flat out just let this one get out of hand in a quick hurry. They being Avon.
Now you can put Smith back in for a little extra offense here. Still plenty of time on the clock. Coach Bennett giving some instructions. But foul. Or delay a game, excuse me. Delay a game, not a foul. Delay a game. They need to reset the clock before they do that. If it's delay a game, it's not a live ball, so they need to put the clock back to 5 seconds. Which they do.
Well, Swafford's looking at somebody. I think somebody got his attention. He wasn't paying attention to throwing the ball in. I don't know if it was a feint or what it was.
Baker lands on the drive, missed it. Got a great look that would not go. But the Plainfield Quakers enjoy their largest lead of the half, going to the halftime intermission. The score, Plainfield 34, Avon 22. You're watching High School Hoops on ISC and MyIndy TV.
There are many ways to judge the quality of a college or university. At Wabash, we are proud of being nationally ranked in so many measures of quality. The engagement of our students with their faculty, the exceptional classroom experience, the unbeatable internship program and alumni network. It's easy to see how we earn our reputation as one of the best colleges in the country. We are proud of our rankings, but come see for yourself. Schedule a visit today at wabash.edu.
Shot at the buzzer. Got it! She got it! Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Brady,
Hello.
did it again.
Hello.
Made the highlight reel again. That goes to Mentor and all kinds of room to run. Down the middle of the field, and he will not be touched. Jackson, hello! There we go.
Stokes throws it, caught, ball ricochets.
Wow.
A huge hit.
Wow. This has been an amazing display of goal scoring.
McCulling in time. Oh, no! It's good.
This one is caught.
There you
oh,
go.
Wow, Dawson makes a great catch.
Spin, win, 3, bury it for Leland Walker.
Tie the game they do with the dunk by Malik Edmonds. What a play.
Oh my goodness.
I feel a little momentum starting to fall LN's way.
That is Wrestler! Wrestler!
Whoa!
Hey there, my name is Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
And we are part of, actually, the entirety of, at least from an on-air standpoint, Query and Schultz on the ISC Sports Network. It's appropriately named. It's charitably award-winning. And Derek, now we venture into season number 5. Hard to believe.
5 of them. 5 of them. Can you believe it? 2 best buds talking Colts,
Hardly
Pacers, Indiana sports every Tuesday night, 7:30, ISC Sports Network, and on socials as well.
It is made possible, of course, by the people who watch and listen every single week. We are most appreciative. We look forward to season number 5.
Halftime is underway here at Plainfield High School. Quakers have led most of the way, have their biggest bit of distance over their rivals to North and Avon at halftime, 34-22. Alongside Jan Bozier, Greg Rakestraw with you. Ups and downs, frankly, for both teams at half number 1, Jan.
Yeah, but that being said, I thought Plainfield did what veteran ball clubs do. And I thought Andy Weaver pushed the right buttons. He seen that Avon was a little discombobulated at times and then put the right button. But get to the free throw line early in the season. I think that really was the key for them. And, of course, Avon, without Minute, really struggled at the point guard.
Frankly, if Plainfield makes more shots, this is an even larger lead at halftime. They did a great job of getting the line and taking advantage of it. And, again, for Avon, your one kind of main scorer that comes back, gets into foul trouble, scores 2 points, and yet you were competitive for most of that half.
Yeah, up to a minute 35. If you'll remember, it was 2-3 possession game, 2, I believe, and then the dam just broke, and that's exactly what a good team in Plainfield does. They exposed some weaknesses, and Avon kind of came unglued offensively and really kind of dug themselves a hole. Still, plenty of time to get back in it, but they got to stop. Obviously, the turnovers just destroyed them, and they need to get to the free throw line a bit.
Elmore and Mayberry each with 6 to lead things for Avon. Harper Baker Lands had 13 for Plainfield. We'll take this quick timeout when we come back. Wabash College Trivia, that in first half highlights. It's yours next on ISC and My Indy TV.
We build kids up from the ground up. It's not so much about where you're at.
In most programs in Indiana, it's teams and it's games and it's teams and it's games.
They're playing in a bunch of games and not really having any type of system or structure to their routine, to their development, to their growth.
Trying to find more of a balance, more trainings, less games, skill development, basketball IQ.
Accountability. Once you walk through those doors, energy and effort's on you, the individual.
4 to 5 days a week, really trying to build a player that is prepared for going into their middle schools, going into their high schools and beyond.
You have objective criteria you have to meet to move on to the next class. That gives kids a sense of dedication to work to get towards something.
We're not here chasing rankings. We're trying to develop basketball players.
So you should not worry about getting ranked at such a young age.
We're going to push you to limits that you probably didn't know you can get to.
It's about the work ethic and less about the rankings and the notoriety. We want you to get a well-rounded basketball education.
Back at Plainfield, teams back on the floor in a matter of moments. We'll get to first half highlights here momentarily as well, but a staple of our broadcast, Wabash College halftime trivia. And now I hope that Jan wasn't watching the halftime show last night. The Little Giants in basketball are off to a 3-1 start to their season. Their wins coming over a trio of in-state rivals to start the campaign. Last year, Wabash finished 17-9, which gave them how many consecutive winning seasons, not counting the COVID-shortened 2021 season. Jan is the answer, 5, 6, 7, or 8.
You know, no, I did not see it, and I'm going to go, since I'm indoors, and I think a little better indoors, with 7.
You know what? You gave the exact same answer as Pete did last night.
Oh, no.
Which is the case if they have a winning season this year.
Okay, that's
the
what
answer
I meant.
is 6. So you're thinking optimistically. You can schedule your visit now at wabash.edu. With that, let's roll our first half highlights as they fly by. Here is scoring from half number 1. 13 for Bakerland, 7 for Gilliott, 5 for Swafford, 4 for Smith, 3 for Barton, 2 for Logan Ferris. Isaac Stead, Bryce Sabank both played but did not score. For Avon, 6 for Mayberry, 6 for Elmore, 4 for Alonzo Smith, 2 for Manette, Crane, and Miller. Elijah Wilson played briefly but did not score. If you're Avon and Corey Taylor, what is your message to your guys at the break?
I think you slow it down. I don't think they're comfortable speeding it up at all. When they went to a wide offensive dribble drive, they got some nice looks off the glass. I think slow it down because speeding up has just really piled up the turnovers.
And if you're Andy Weaver in Plainfield, I don't think you're overly upset about anything that played out in the first half. But again, you frankly left some points on the table. You still got a 12-point
lead. Great point, because last year they only averaged 61, 34. And they had more they probably could have got. So offensively, Greg, I thought they were very solid.
Again, of the stats that get your attention, Avon had 10 more turnovers in half number 1. Avon shot 13 more free throws. Avon has yet to shoot a free throw in this game. Again, our score at the break, it is Plainfield 34 and Avon 22. Second half action comes your way in a matter of moments as you're watching on ISC and My Indy TV.
This is Molly. She loves road trips, hikes, her dog Max, and cars that fit her lifestyle, like this cool new ride that she got with help from Indiana Members Credit Union at a great low rate. And for when she's on the go, IMCU makes it easy for her to pay from anywhere thanks to their digital banking. Looks like Molly is really getting the max from her credit union.
Ball here. Harris scores. With 19 seconds left. Same players, big boy. I'm telling you right now, that's awesome. I love it. That's the finish. You get a layup to take it. And an and one. Brewer jams it home. That ball wiggles in and into the back of the net. A little fireworks in the first half. Throw it up for Tillman. Whoa, my goodness. 122-6-0 for Penn. What a swim. Six of them. Shot at the buzzer. Got it! She got it! Oh my goodness, what a shot! Hello! Did it again. Hello! Made the highlight reel again. That goes to Mentor and all kinds of room to run. Down the middle of the field, and he will not be touched. Jackson, hello! There we go.
Stokes throws it, caught, ball ricochets.
Wow.
A huge hit.
Wow.
This has been an amazing display of goal scoring.
Our next high school basketball game on ISC and My Indy TV is next Tuesday night when Crispus Attucks visits North Central. Pete Smith joins me for that one next Tuesday at 7:30. Again on ISC and My Indy TV. This weekend on the ISC Sports Network, it is Marian University football. NAIA round of 16 action. They'll take on Dort out of Iowa. Marian, the number 6 seed in the nation. Scott McCauley, Zach Graves have that call for you beginning at 1 o'clock. You can see that in pay-per-view fashion when you log on to iscsportsnetwork.com. Jan, what do you expect to see here early in quarter number 3?
Well, let's start with Avon. I think they talked about, guys, we basically cannot continue to throw the ball away as we did. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to spread the court. We're going to play half court, and we're going to move. We're going to cut, and we're going to get to the rim. Hopefully we get free throws. But the key for them will be to get stops. Get stops. They're going to win this by getting stops defensively and then play the offense.
Starting 5 on the floor for Plainfield. That's Smith, Baker, Lands, Gilliott, Swafford, and Barton. They scored all but 2 of the points in the opening half for Plainfield. For Avon, they're starting 5 as well. Manette, Clore, Mayberry, Elmore, and Alonzo Smith.
I really feel like this first couple of minutes will really help decide Avon if they're going to get back in this thing or not.
Nice slip.
There you go. That's all right.
But Noah Smith uses that size to wall off Alonzo Smith.
I'll take that half-court play any day of the week.
Barton made a corner 3 in the first half. He's made one in the second half as well. Trey averaged 3 points a game last year. He's now got 6.
And I think if Plainfield can continue to do that, inside, outside, they take pressure off of Smith, they become really more productive offensively.
Good basket cut by Avon, but again, active hands, and the ball goes off the fingertips of Elmore.
See, nobody's even set on Avon's side.
Baker Lands gets the easy bucket, and Jan, all of a sudden, this is a 17-point game.
Good recognition by Plainfield. Listen, if they're not going to be ready, take advantage of it.
As I mentioned, Carry-On Barry was slated to come back to play for Avon this year. Like to go the prep school route. Manette is fouled. Jedediah is a really good player. He's been dealing with foul trouble in this game. And again, you see the pieces are there for Avon. They're just all largely lacking in varsity experience.
Well, and that's why I think it's a good game for Avon. Regardless of what the score is, you're playing against really good competition, and you're going to find out a lot of things that you can do better in a game like this.
These two will likely see each other again in the Hendricks County tourney. That 3 does not go. Plainfield is drawn into the semifinals of the tournament. Last day of games always at Danville. Steal by Avon. And Manette had the easiest
there you
of
go.
baskets.
Maybe that'll get them going here a little bit.
Good quick recovery by Plainfield. Barton pulls from 18. That does not go. And Elmore the rebound. Clore on the drive. Stops and pops over Smith. Good decision.
Hey, pretty good recognition by Avon. Plainfield did not get backside help at all that time.
There frankly have not been a lot of back-to-back buckets for Avon tonight. They get that to go to make it a 13-point game.
They can get this thing under 10 by the end of 3. They still have plenty of game to play.
Gilliott. I'm not sure that was in the rhythm of the offense, but you got it to go regardless. His second made 3. He's got 10.
Gilliott shot 34% last year from three-point land.
Right out here on the slip to Elmore, just could never catch it. And second time that trying to feed him the ball towards the basket has led to a turnover.
I don't care how much you practice, too. The other piece of game one is figure out exactly how far in shape you are for game time.
Baker Lands powers his way through, and he'll have an and one opportunity to boot.
Man, Greg, he's picked his game up a notch here in the opener. He was a really good player last year. He feels comfortable, I think, really being a guy, not necessarily the guy.
So Baker Lands made his first 5 free throws, missed his last 2. Has a game-high 17 points.
You look at this lineup, Greg, and they've got 3 guys who are more capable of double-figure scoring any night.
18 for Baker Lands. It is a stacked sectional they are a part of. Pike and Ben Davis, these Avon Orioles, and the always tough Brownsburg Bulldogs. Clore's 3.
There you go.
Volleyball swatted by Swafford.
Good defense. I think the key right now for Plainfield, they played defense when they walked on the court. They started playing really good defense. And to win games, especially early when the offense is not always clicking, you do that by really good defense. And I think Plainfield can, at least right now, check that box.
Manette got it.
That's
and again,
a tough
that's
shot.
what he does. That is the family business, is making that shot.
Well, they need that. That'll help the other guys out if he can produce that.
Baker lands, looking to answer. No, but again, you'll take that every time down as well. Good quick hands by Baker Lands. Read the room, shot blocked. And deemed to be last touch by Baker Lands. It's been double figures the entire second half. 3 in the corner for Alonzo Smith, no. Touch last, again by Avon. It's off the hands of Preston Miller.
The other piece that Avon has got to find out how to do a better job is rebounding. They have not rebounded great in this game. If they're going to compete at a higher level, rebounding will need some improvement.
Smith, mid-range, pure.
Yeah, see, and he come all the way across and was ready to shoot that. That's a nice shot.
And then Smith gets the steal. Gilliott will lay it up and in. And that will be a timeout taken by Avon. Let's step aside with them. 4:16 to play in quarter number 3. The lead is now 20 for the Quakers. We'll let this fast break bucket take us to break. You're watching on ISC and MyIndy TV.
Shot at the buzzer. She got it! Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Hello. Did it again.
Hello.
Made the highlight reel again. That goes to Mentor and all kinds of room to run. Down the middle of the field, and he will not be touched. Jackson, hello. There we go.
Stokes throws it, caught, ball ricochets.
Wow.
A huge hit. Wow. This has been an amazing display of goal scoring.
McCulling in time. Oh, no! It's good.
This one is
caught. There you go.
Wow, Dawson makes a great catch.
Spin, win, 3, bury it for Leland Walker.
Tie the game they do with the dunk by Malik Edmonds. What a play.
Oh, my goodness.
I feel a little momentum starting to fall Ellen's way.
That is Wrestler! Wrestler! Whoa!
It was a solid first half for Plainfield with 34 points. They have scored 15 in the first 4 minutes. And again, I think this is what that group is capable of this year.
Yeah, no question about it. This 5 here looks very comfortable together and is really playing really good team basketball.
Good steal by Crane, though, as Avon starts to fight back. Clore missed the layup. Smith on the crash. Manette, the diving effort to save it inbounds. Love the hustle going in both directions.
Love the hustle.
Swafford.
Good decision. Not there, kick it out. That's just good basketball.
And this group has played together for the last couple of years. They know each other very well. Baker Lands gets downhill. Little pick and pop for Smith for 3.
There you go.
And again, that's what he'll be asked to do at the next level.
Just good basketball. Drive, get attention, somebody's open.
Noah's probably more of a 4 at the next level than he is a 5.
I would agree with that. And he plays out a lot. He's comfortable playing out.
Manette for 3, no, but good rebound. Let Swafford get in the air, and Miller puts it back
See,
up.
they got to have more of that right there. That's as good as offensive rebound, I think, as Avon has had. He's got to continue to do that.
Ball movement really solid for Plainfield. Baker Lands, no. Good crash, though, by Smith.
Man, he got up there that time, didn't he?
Well, he starts up there, Jan. He is 6'9". But
That
yes,
is true.
He's got good elevation as well.
Where he starts and where he finishes, regardless.
He has a head start against most, yes.
Yes, he does.
And timeout called. Baker Lands may have just rolled a bit of an ankle.
That's not what you want to see.
And again, Plainfield does play again. And that game against Noblesville will be a really good early season test for both teams.
It really will. And that's at the mill.
Tyrone Elmore checks in. Nate Anoja checks in as well. Nate, a 6'6 senior. First time we have called his name tonight. So I hope for Baker Land, just kind of a bit of a cramp. They're kind of working on his calf muscle as we speak. Great take by Smith. Just couldn't finish the dunk. And then he touches it last. And there you see the work being done on Harper Baker Land.
I'm with you. That might be a calf cramp. That's what they're trying to work out. And there's that I don't care how hard you condition, it ain't a game.
Nothing replicates
it
this.
It just doesn't.
Elmore still has his dribble, and now utilizes it. Ball poked away by Isaac Stead.
The old dreaded shin splint sometimes in basketball.
And again, Baker Land's a kid that plays year-round. This is the sport he focuses on. But a little bit different under the bright lights.
It is.
Here at the home of the Quakers.
And you're starting and stopping usually a little harder than sometimes. It'll all work itself out, but you see some of that early on.
Manette, good drive, but another turnover, fourth of the quarter against Plainfield. Gilliott does a good job of distributing in midair. He comes up a bit gimpy at the end of that play. Nice find. Just gets rid of that in time. Smith fires. No. Ferris the rebound, and he is fouled.
I think Gilliott, to your point, you were talking about his distribution of the ball. He sees the court very well, and they're comfortable with him kind of being the QB of this ball club.
You know, it is rare in a game where a coach just goes, hey, they're up by 19, but you go, all our problem is just missing shots. That's really the only thing Plainfield has done wrong in tonight's game.
I would agree.
And clearly they've made more than enough to have a 19-point lead. Now they're getting extra possessions as well. Gilliott just kept waiting for a lane to open. Steps on the sideline, a seventh Plainfield turnover. Elmore takes a tumble, gets help up from trainer, players, etc. Logan Scott now will come on for Plainfield. Scott, a 5'10 senior, played in 9 games in the varsity level last year. This is just man press designed to not really speed up Avon, but actually slow them down, make them take more time to get in the half-court offense. Miller's three is good. Preston Miller hits just the second three of the game for Avon.
Yeah, and I think he's a player that can get better. He's got good length. If he can get some of that outside shooting to be consistent, he can help this ball club.
Listen, you know what you have in Manette. You're kind of figuring out everything else. On the drive,
Nice.
Stead got it to go.
Very nice shot.
18-point lead was 12 at the break. Drive and dish Manette. Three for Riley Crane.
Now Avon's starting for the first time to get comfortable with the outside shot.
Crane took 2 threes at the varsity level last year and made both of them. 54-39. Plainfield looking to hold for one shot. Avon does have fouls to give if they choose.
Avon needs to stop here before the quarter.
Ball nearly knocked away.
They
And
got
it is
it.
knocked away. Clock is on your
freebie.
screen. Manette
Oh, he missed it.
got it up in time. Sometimes the rim plays phenomenal defense. I don't think he's hurt. I think he's just a bit frustrated. 1 quarter of the season opener to go. Quakers lead it by 15. You're watching an ISC and by Indy TV.
Hey there, my name is Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
And we are part of, actually the entirety of, at least from an on-air standpoint, Query and Schultz on the ISC Sports Network. It's appropriately named. It's charitably award-winning. And Derek, now we venture into season number 5. Hard to believe.
5 of them. 5 of them. Can you believe it? 2 best buds talking Colts,
Hardly
Pacers, Indiana sports every Tuesday night, 7:30, ISC Sports Network, and on socials as well.
It is made possible, of course, by the people who watch and listen every single week. We are most appreciative. We look forward to season number 5.
Final quarter of this season opener. See Corey Taylor there in the middle of your screen. And Corey in a really tough spot. Did a phenomenal job 2 years ago, filling in for Don Carlisle for the entirety of the season. Drew Schaus left for Kokomo during the course of the summer. They won their opener last night against Western. Gilliott's floater is good, and Gilliott proved to be much more than just a third option for Plainfield.
Yeah, he's just providing another piece of a really nice puzzle. He's playing with a different level of confidence, I think, right now.
And it's been double digits the entire second half. The largest lead of the first half was the halftime margin.
Greg, let's see if Avon's offense continues to get a little bit better. I thought it came alive kind of there in the last part of that second quarter.
Manette is fouled, and frankly, I respect Manette for being willing to be more of a distributor. He knows he's going to get a guy in his jersey and a second defender heading his way. Did a great job of kicking for open threes last couple of times down the floor.
Yeah, and I think maybe that the early foul trouble may be a blessing somewhat in disguise. He's going to have to understand he's got to be on the court. So he's got to pick and choose when he gets those fouls, or at least if he's intending to get fouls.
Well, knocked away. Stead's done a great job defensively. Coming in off the bench.
Still plenty of time here. As well as Avon shot the ball the last couple of minutes, but it's gonna really be the defense. They've got to turn some plays around with stops on the defense. But I think they've settled down a little bit, Greg.
Manette for 3, no. But long rebound, Miller.
No.
And I get the mistakes that Avon's making are them trying to be good teammates.
Yeah.
Again, just the learning process for them.
I agree. And sometimes, believe it or not, you can overpass.
Right.
And to your point there.
5 turnovers the second half, and almost all of them in passes towards the rim. And again, they've got a schedule that's not easy, but they can kind of grow into it this year. They're kind of facing some teams that are maybe in somewhat similar situations.
Well, I'm going to say this again. I like this game for Avon. I like it for Plainfield. They're a veteran ball club, though. Avon, with all the question marks, you find out in a hurry where you are and what you got.
Plainfield, good to see Baker Lands, by the way, back in there.
That is true, yep.
Getting that calf worked on. Gilliott has his pocket picked. Elmore the step through, and he finishes. And Jan with 6:23 to play. You're about to see Avon's first free throw of the game.
Well, that's been part of the problem. Take a look here. Well, it may have got away with the shuffling of the feet. The official said he got bumped.
So Elmore, 8 points. He leads Avon in tonight's game.
No question. They got to find the free throw line more.
And again, part of it is they've frankly been a jump shooting team tonight. Plainfield has done a good job of playing defense without fouling in tonight's contest.
Got to get some stops defensively if you're going to get back in this, Avon.
Good half-court trap here by the Orioles. But again, Plainfield, because they are so experienced, is a tough team to do that against. And again, that mid-range game is what Noah Smith does best.
And when he does that sprint in the motion and gets the ball, he seems to be the most comfortable.
And you and I talk about this, especially as you translate to the college level. Good basket cut. Frankly, Manette deserved better. He deserved for that to go down. It doesn't ball out of bounds to Avon. But back to Noah. It's about finding shots that are tough to guard.
Right.
And when he, at that height, shoots that mid-range shot, it's almost impossible to guard.
Well, I think he's better moving shooting than he is a set shooter. He seems to be a lot more accurate.
Good job by Smith. And Smith gets it up and in.
There you go.
Smith, just a sophomore, has 8 points. Avon not going away just yet at 58-44 with 5.5 to play.
I think we both can agree Avon has improved some things as this game has went on. They just dug themselves a hole.
Gilliott fouled on the floor. Mayberry the foul, his third. So Manette, Clore, and Mayberry each with 3, but with 5:21, that's less of a concern at this point. So we'll see Avon on December the 20th. May see him in the Hendricks County Tournament. We'll definitely see him at Carmel in mid-February as well. Swafford for 3. Speaking of playing at Carmel, Plainfield will do that too in January. Manette,
and
the acrobatic
that
move.
is what he can do. Now he's starting to get really comfortable. He's a solid player.
His older brother Jalen, the all-time leader in three-pointers made at IUPUI. Speaking of threes, Landon Gilliott with 17.
Yeah, he's had a really good game too.
His third 3, and then good hands by Swafford, but Manette tracks it down, misses the putback, and Smith gets the rebound. Baker Land's good job in not forcing it.
Yeah, I agree with that. You get that shot any day of the week.
You are up by 15. That's not when you need that shot.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You don't want to shoot yourself out of a big lead, and a 26-footer can do that.
And a timeout taken by Avon. We will take it with them. 4:42 to play in this one. Quakers lead by 15. You're watching on ISC and My Indy TV.
Have you been injured at work? Visit your work injury lawyers at indianaworkers.com. We help injured workers. For a free consultation, go to indianaworkers.com, a division of Galitko and Daly. We go to work when you can't. Have you been injured at work? Visit your work injury lawyers at indianaworkers.com. We help injured workers. For a free consultation, go to indianaworkers.com, a division of Galitko and Daly. We go to work when you can't.
Good, tremendous work by our ISC Sports Network crew. Thanks to Vince Morellas, who was stuck with me way too much last week. Thanks to Kyle Donlin. Thanks to Becca Kelly, who ignored my advice when working in Madison, Wisconsin, to not go to Mickey's Dairy Bar. She'll figure that out on a later trip. Jason Porter and Carlos Alarkin. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Becca's going to leave here and tomorrow run a 5K.
Well, that's like every day for Becca. She runs, her and Aaron run marathons like all the time. Smith misses. And Avon has kind of kept this in neutral, but unable to really threaten Plainfield here in the second half. Elmore gets downhill, got fouled and one.
I talked about that going into halftime. You get back in a game, especially they've got good length up and down this lineup. And when they have done this from time to time, Greg, look what they've done. That's got to be a little more of their arsenal. I thought they just got way too comfortable shooting way outside early on.
Again, big picture, Avon's going to be just fine. Just going to take a little time to figure it out. Manette averaged 14.5 points a game last year. Their next leading returning scorer averaged 1.5 points a game. Such is the nature of high school hoops. Plainfield will kind of go through something similar next year when some of these guys graduate other than Harper Baker Lands.
Yeah, they've had last 2 or 3 years, Plainfield has had a core group of guys who played a lot of ball for the Quakers.
Smith gets downhill.
Yep.
Pretty.
See, there is that running jumper. He just seems more in rhythm when he can do that.
Manette, nice move to lay it up and in.
He's showing us what he's about now.
Manette with 11.
Get a stop here. You get it close, maybe to 10. You still got a shot, but you got to tee it up. You're Avon.
And you may be all layups at this point for Plainfield. Smith.
Yep.
That would classify as a layup.
Absolutely. There's that back cut in rhythm off after he was running away from the ball. And he's not missed that shot, quite honestly.
He's going to be called for the blocking foul here, but now Smith has 15. Smith, Baker, Lands, and Gilliott have 50 of the Plainfield 65.
He starts opposite side, then he sprints, and they get him the ball while he's in motion. He's so comfortable shooting off that move, and he just hasn't missed.
Fourth team foul against Plainfield, so next foul sends Avon to the double bonus. And it has not been closer than 12 the entire half. Slip to Smith, and this time Avon got it right, as Alonzo Smith will shoot 2. They've been working on that play the entire half.
Yeah, you're right. And there's no question when Avon has spread the floor and made some room and cut to the basket, now look where they find themselves. They've shot more free throws there in the fourth period than the other ones combined almost.
By the way, Baker Lands is heading back to the bench for Plainfield. While Smith shoots this free throw, I want to remind you, Greyhound Athletics have a big day on the south side of Indianapolis this Saturday. For the first time in school history, they get a second-round home game in the Division II football playoffs. They'll take on the Screaming Eagles. No, that's from a show. The Mavericks of Minnesota State. Kickoff is at 2 o'clock. Get your tickets now. UIndyathletics.com and be a part of Greyhound history. Now, Craig T. Nelson or Dauber are not involved in that game, by the way. Both free throws missed by Smith, but Avon gets the ball back, and then the ball is blocked.
That's a solid move. I thought pretty good defense by Plainfield.
Stead gets rewarded for the defensive effort by running down the floor and cashing in.
Yep.
A blocking foul
Can't
against Plainfield.
That's absolutely the right call.
So Gilliott commits the foul. And 2 free throws now for Avon. So while Avon goes to the line, let's tell you about your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent at Avon. That would be Nathan Begley. With a dedicated Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent like Nathan Begley to help you guide you through the insurance process, you'll never have to go it alone. Talk to Nathan in person, online, over the phone, 317-507-7871. Or stop by his office at 9821 East US Highway 36 in Avon. Nathan Begley and Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Let's insurance together. Manette, an 88% free throw shooter. Older brother Jalen played at Terre Haute South. Outstanding player in his days at what is now IU Indy. Swafford does take the open three, and if you're going to take that shot late, you need to make it. Swafford now with 8 points.
Well, there's no question Plainfield has got multiple people who can contribute.
Manette lost the handle, and then he bumped into his own teammate. That's why there was no foul there. Barton lets fire, and Plainfield not worried about settling for layups.
That's what you do on your home court. When you've played well, you're comfortable here, you should shoot the ball, and they have. This has been a really good opening game for the Quakers.
Manette a stumble. Smith trying to line up the breakout. Dunk, and will do just that. And now a timeout taken by Avon, and we will take it with them. All Plainfield in this one. Noah Smith's got 17. Quakers lead by 23. Thank you very much to break. You're watching an ISC in My Indy TV.
Man, if I beat Braden Smith and Pig, he's never going to live that down.
Dude, don't get your hopes up. Hey, Adam, it's your turn.
Oh, sorry, guys. Got to take this. All right, Braden, go easy on me.
Okay.
Sorry, man.
I guess for every hour, there really is Banks and Brower.
Whether it's criminal, family, personal injury, or immigration law.
You can call them anytime. Sorry, got a call.
Sorry.
Back for the final minute 53 here in Plainfield. A lot of folks starting to head for the door after that last kind of spurt by Plainfield put this one officially out of reach. It quickly went from 13 to 23. In our next game on ISC and My Indy TV, blocking foul on Ferris. 2 free throws coming up for Jedediah Manette. Tuesday night we'll have North Central and Attucks. And then next Saturday night, the first of our holiday features, maybe is the best way to put it.
There's a bunch.
So we have Sneakers for Santa, Tip-Off Classic, Breakaway Classic, Hall of Fame Classic, Phil Cox Memorial Classic,
A lot of classics.
and the Paul Logan Memorial Classic. All of those happen in December. You'll see every one of those games on the ISC Sports Network. And final 2 games next Saturday from Brownsburg, Louisville, Mail, and Pike. Fishers and Mount Vernon on MyIndy TV.
Greg, we've been doing this a long time together, haven't we?
We have, yeah.
I know you don't want anything said, but I want to congratulate you on being nominated one more time. I know you won it once, but on behalf of all the guys who are privileged to get to work with you all these years, congratulations on the nominee. Well deserved.
Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate that. On the drive, layup is good. Bryce Sabunk on the bucket, his first. Take by Mayberry is good. Mayberry with 8.
And there's no doubt Plainfield was 77 today, and quite honestly could have been a little more. They got off to a little bit rough start shooting, but once they got engaged, I think as you look at the overall picture of what Plainfield did today, this is what you would expect a veteran club to do.
Plainfield, I think, is a top 10 team.
Yeah,
and again, you've got 2 to 3 Division I players on this team. You have so many returning pieces from last year. And to their credit, they know they kind of need to up their schedule a little bit. So appearing on their schedule are schools like Noblesville, New Albany, Zionsville. They play in a really good tournament in Lawrenceburg, the Ray Fernie Classic. Carmel's on their schedule. LN's on their schedule. Todd Wolfley's team at Terre Haute North, who beat Mooresville tonight. They were in the semi-state last year, and they returned some key pieces. 1 free throw made, 1 missed. In other words, Plainfield will know.
Yeah.
Warren Central's on their schedule, too.
I think
they'll know by March.
I think they'd been really disappointed that they didn't come in here and act like a veteran ball club, and so they were very well coached. There's no question Andy Weaver, solid coach, had them ready to go for the opener.
Well, first half they were good. They were very good in half number 2.
And that happens. You always have that little bit of the just kind of opening type jitters, if you will, but you win, and that's what I talked about early on. You start with defense, just kind of let your offense grab as you get comfortable in game 1.
Now 9 consecutive winning seasons at Plainfield. Tournament success has been hard to come by. There's a banner on one end of this gymnasium that represents Gavin Groniger, Dana Green, what that group did in 3A in 1999. They went a long time before they then added a sectional banner to that. That was now 3-4 years ago at Plainfield. As Manette makes 1, misses 1.
You got to think that there was some bitter taste in Plainfield's mouth after losing to 3 by Brownsburg. They know it just takes a little more, and they can win their own sectional.
Ferris gets the layup to go. Again, we're going to see Pike a lot on ISC. Pike is really good. They're actually playing an out-of-state power. They're playing Wisconsin Lutheran to open their season tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We will see a lot of Pike led by Jahari Miller and Isaiah Hill.
Well, actually, Brownsburg eliminated both these
Correct.
teams last year, 1 by 4 and 1 by 3.
Well, Alonzo Smith kind of was napping for a moment and realized that was a one-shot foul. Elmore finishes strong. Tyrone Elmore with 13.
I think that he has potential to get better and be a solid player.
Over and back violation.
Exactly right. He had all 3 pieces, 2 feet in the ball, can't bring the foot back. Good call.
41.8 ticks the clock left to go. What's the Thanksgiving dinner plan for tomorrow?
You know, I think we're going somewhere to my wife's sister's, and we have a feast.
Manette lays it up and in.
She's just cross town, which is nice. You know, we get one day to kind of chill, and then Friday and Saturday and Monday and Tuesday and all those days from there on can get pretty busy.
My partner Jan has the 1A and 2A games on the IHSAA Champions Network.
Should be fun.
And since we are in southern Hendricks County, I can almost see Cascade from here.
Yes.
Best of luck to the Cascade Cadets.
Oh, what a story. What a wonderful coach, man, and I'm so happy for him.
And frankly, Jan, through our partnership with Endeavor Communications, you get to see Cascade normally 2 or 3 times a year. They've been building up to this the last couple of years.
I had their sectional championship. While they didn't have 4,000, they had 3,700. I mean, it's just they love – it's a great community. They do it the right way. They got a great coaching staff. Couldn't be happier for them.
And that's the 3A game Friday afternoon. Elmore got rid of that just in time. Clores 3 does not go. Good tap in, though, by Mayberry.
How about 33 years, and as a coach, Coach May for Brownstown Central finally makes it.
That's the 2A game against Andrean, and this one is going to come to its conclusion. I hear a whistle. Got a player that's down for Avon in Mayberry, but they're going to let him get off the court and basically Plainfield inbound this, and the game will come to an end. Plainfield scores 45 points in the second half, and they led by double digits the entire way. Largely got to 21. That's it, and that's all from Plainfield tonight. Your final score, Quakers 79 and the Orioles 64. Postgame show comes your way next on ISC and MyIndy TV.
At the University of Indianapolis, your education is just the beginning. Small class sizes means that everyone gets to know you, your goals, your dreams, and your vision for the future. UIndy empowers you with real-world, hands-on learning projects that transforms your potential into purpose. And it's just minutes from downtown Indianapolis, connecting you to our alumni network, internships, and careers. How's that for opportunity? So, are you in? Your future begins at the University of Indianapolis.
Ball here. Harris scores. With 19 seconds remaining. Big players, big boy. I'm telling you right now, that's awesome. I love it. Oh! Got the finish. Oh! You get a layup, take it, and an and one. Fly ball. Good ball.
Brewer jams it home.
That ball wiggles in and into the back of the net.
A little fireworks in the first half.
Throw it up for Tillman.
Whoa, my goodness.
122-6-0 for Penn. What a swim. Six of them.
Shot at the buzzer. Got it! She got it! Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Brady.
Hello.
Did it again.
Hello.
Made the highlight reel again. That goes to Mentor and all kinds of room to run. Down the middle of the field, and he will not be touched. Jackson, hello.
There we go. Stokes throws it, caught, ball ricochets.
Wow.
A huge hit. Wow. This has been an amazing display of goal scoring.
Plainfield cruised at half number 2 to a 79-64 win to open up their season against county and sectional rival Avon. Tonight's game on ISC and MyIndy TV, presented by Banks & Brower. For every hour, there's Banks & Brower. By Galitko and Daly, work injury lawyers. Learn more at IndianaWorkers.com. By Nathan Begley of Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance in Avon, let's insurance together. By UIndy Athletics, Greyhound football is on to round 2 of the D2 playoffs. You can be there. Find out how at UIndyAthletics.com. By Unranked Hoops, Indy's first Euro-style basketball academy. Check out UNRNKD.com. And by Wabash College, schedule your visits today at wabash.edu. Jan, thoughts on what you saw from these two teams tonight?
Well, I think everybody, if you're a Plainfield fan, got to be super happy. 79 points in the opener offensively. Very solid. A little bit of a slow start, but I thought they did what veteran teams do. Defense was really good early. Offense got comfortable. Avon, I think, has a lot of promise. I really do. For as many turnovers as they had, still put up 64. They've got a lot of things I think they can do and get better.
I feel the same way kind of after last night's game. I'm impressed by the team that won. The team that lost is going to be okay.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel about tonight's game.
I completely agree.
Scoring in this one, 18 for Harper Baker Lands. He kind of dominated half number 1. Noah Smith, Landon Gilliott, each with 17. Both those players took off in half number 2. Again, the big 3 for Plainfield combined for 52 points tonight. Manette 17 paced the way for Avon. We'll come back and wrap it up next on ISC and MyIndy TV.
Man, if I beat Braden Smith and Pig, he's never going to live that down.
Dude, don't get your hopes up. Hey, Adam, it's your turn.
Oh, sorry, guys. Got to take this. All right, Braden, go easy on me.
Okay.
Sorry, man.
I guess for every hour, there really is Banks & Brower.
Whether it's criminal, family, personal injury, or immigration law.
You can call them anytime. Sorry, got a call.
Sorry.
great partnership. The turnaround times that we have, we can get things sometimes within 5 to 7 days. 2 to 3 weeks, and it's even faster just depending on how much you need.
4 to 6 hours, I received an email back with mock-ups of the designs for the uniforms.
The jerseys, the shorts, the quality, received nothing but compliments. They're all like, where do I get a set?
I was extremely excited that he could help us with all of our needs.
We won't stop from a creative side until they say, I love it.
Shot at the buzzer. Got it! She got it! Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Brady,
Hello.
did it again.
Hello.
Made the highlight reel again. That goes to Mentor and all kinds of room to run. Down the middle of the field, and he will not be touched. Jackson, hello!
There we go. Stokes throws it, caught, ball ricochets.
Wow.
A huge hit. Wow. This has been an amazing display of goal scoring.
McCulling in time. Oh, no! It's good.
This one is caught.
There you go.
Wow, Dawson makes a great catch.
Spin, win, 3, bury it for Leland Walker.
Tie the game they do with the dunk by Malik Edmonds. What a play.
Oh my goodness.
I feel a little momentum starting to fall Lynn's way.
That is Wrestler! Wrestler! Whoa!
Back for the final time at Plainfield. Thank you to Tori Rodke, Michael Menser, Brent Schwanenkamp, everybody that was so gracious to us here. We always enjoy our trips to Plainfield. Might be here for some postseason basketball. Once we get to February and March, we'll see the Quakers on the road a lot, both in boys and girls basketball. Their girls team playing in the Hall of Fame Classic December the 22nd. We'll see their boys in action next Saturday and some of the earlier games at the Galitko and Daily Sneakers for Santa in Brownsburg. Avon fans will next see your team on December the 20th at the Breakaway Classic at the Corteva Coliseum. We hope you can join us then. We hope that all of you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Always thankful for our time together, partner. Appreciate
Same to you, brother.
And always thankful for our great ISC Sports Network crew. So thank you to Becca, Jason, Carlos, Kyle, and Vince for their hard work this evening. Folks, enjoy your time with family and friends tomorrow. Forget the diet. It starts back on Monday.
What diet?
Exactly. Tonight, Plainfield 79 and Avon 64. Good night home with the Quakers. Thanks for watching on ISC and My Indy TV.
Never let the world dictate who you are, what your why is. Failure isn't possible as long as you believe in your why. This adventure is yours. Create it. Make it yours. Make it powerful. Make it count. Create your own adventure.
Shot at the buzzer. Got it! She got it! Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Brady,
Hello.
did it again.
Hello.
Made the highlight reel again. That goes to Mentor and all kinds of room to run. Down the middle of the field, and he will not be touched. Jackson, hello!
There we go. Stokes throws it, caught, ball ricochets.
Wow.
A huge hit. Wow. This has been an amazing display of goal scoring.
McCulling in time. Oh, no! It's good.
This one is caught.
There you go.
Wow, Dawson makes a great catch.
Spin, win, 3, bury it for Leland Walker.
Tie the game they do with the dunk by Malik Edmonds. What a play.
Oh my goodness.
I feel a little momentum starting to fall Lynn's way.
That is Wrestler! Wrestler! Whoa!